Some types of social Latin dance. Chapter 1. People do Latin dancing for fun as opposed to ballroom competition. A list of social Latin American dances. Argentine tango, bachata, bomba, cumbia, danzón, kizomba, lambada, mambo, merengue, pachanga, plena, quebradita, reggaeton, salsa, zouk. Argentine tango dance. Tango is a very sensual dance, and is among some of the most famous couple dances today. Prior to the birth of tango, which happened in the poorer sections of Buenos Aires in the early 1900s, there were only a few dances that required that a couple become so intimate as to face each other. The history of Argentine tango is a little muddled, as it began in the lower classes, and it has faced many trials over the years. However, tango has survived and grown into a dance that is enjoyed worldwide. Around 1911, tango made the trip overseas and became a sensation in Paris, London, and Berlin. 1913 saw it strike New York City in full force, although less authentic tango dancing was already practiced there to some extent. Tango scenes have been featured in many tango films. Today we see many thriving tango communities around the world, with the biggest one in Buenos Aires, Argentina. In USA, New York Tango and Seattle Tango are among the largest, in Europe, Berlin and more. You can catch the best tango performances at many Milonas, social tango dancing. There are as well many tango festivals around the world that attract thousands of tangueros and fans. Bachata dance. Bachata dance is known for its love stories, and its syncopated rhythm. The dance actually was born of the music in the Dominican Republic during the 1960s. Unfortunately, a dictatorship that found bachata to be an art form of low standing held the music and the dance back for decades. The music was first developed with a heavy guitar emphasis and heart-rending love stories as its basis. However, it grew primarily within bars and brothels, and this led to bachata being held back for literally decades. Although the bachata dance itself is a spin-off of the music, in recent years the music has grown more slowly than the dance. Bachata dance continues to grow and thrive all over the world, and has finally reached a place where it is widely accepted. Bomba dance. Bomba is one of the traditional dances and musical styles of Puerto Rico, which arose at the intersection of African and Spanish cultures and the Indian culture of native Taino. Bomba got its name from the drums made out of rum barrels. The bass rhythm of bomba is performed on 2 or more drums. The meaning of bomba is similar to the meaning of Cuban rumba. It is a competition between a singer, a dancer, and a percussionist. The main trait of bomba is that the musicians in it follow the dancer, and not vice versa. The vocal part consists of the recitals of the soloist and choir, at least 3 voices. In this case, the soloist will improvise poetry, and the chorus will respond to him. The dance is still extremely popular in Puerto Rico and New York. Cumbia dance. Cumbia, originating from the Caribbean coasts of Colombia and with roots deeply intertwined in African, indigenous, and European musical traditions, is a vibrant and rhythmic dance form that encapsulates the rich cultural tapestry of Latin America. Characterized by its distinctive 4/4 beat and syncopated rhythm, cumbia's infectious melodies and hypnotic drum patterns invite dancers to sway and move in harmonious synchronization. As dancers gracefully navigate the dance floor, the essence of cumbia is further illuminated through intricate footwork, flirtatious interactions between partners, and the celebratory spirit that it fosters. Over the years, cumbia has transcended its regional origins to become a global phenomenon, captivating audiences and inspiring countless variations while remaining a cherished emblem of Latin American identity and heritage. Danzón dance. Danzón, often regarded as the official dance of Cuba, traces its origins back to the 19th century and serves as a poignant reflection of the island's rich cultural heritage, blending European and African influences into a refined and elegant dance form. Characterized by its graceful movements, sophisticated footwork, and intimate connection between partners, danzón unfolds as a captivating dance that exudes both elegance and sensuality. Accompanied by the lilting melodies of a charanga ensemble, featuring instruments like the flute, violins, and timbales, dancers navigate the dance floor with poise and precision, emphasizing subtle gestures, intricate patterns, and rhythmic syncopation. Beyond its technical intricacies, danzón transcends mere steps and sequences to encapsulate a broader cultural narrative, serving as a cherished emblem of Cuban identity, tradition, and communal spirit, resonating with aficionados and enthusiasts alike who appreciate its timeless allure and artistic sophistication. Kizomba dance. Kizomba is a new direction of Latin dance culture that originated in Angola in the 1980s under the influence of French Creole music and African folk rhythms. Kizomba has similar features with samba, bachata, and Argentine tango, but this style is smoother, moderate and calm. Energy of Kizomba is more sensual and romantic, not expressive but rather flirtatious. Nowadays, Kizomba is winning the hearts and minds of modern youth. Everyone wants to learn how to dance Kizomba, everyone wants to shine at parties, to be fashionable and modern. There are numerous Latin festivals around the world that include Kizomba as one of their featured dances. Lambada dance. Lambada's origin and influences shaped its evolution from traditional forms like machixe to become a popular dance style in Brazil. The rise of Kayama and their hit song Lambada further propelled this rhythmic dance into global popularity. Indigenous influences and the rhythms brought by African slaves enriched its musicality and style. Over time, elements from salsa, merengue, and even Bolivian saya found their way into Lambada's movement vocabulary, creating a unique mix that reflects the diverse history of Latin America. This fascinating fusion didn't stop at borders, it also absorbed sounds and steps from Caribbean music styles. The sensual dance that emerged became a symbol of Brazilian culture, capturing attention worldwide with its dynamic beats and vibrant energy. Mambo dance. Mambo is a Latin dance of Cuba which was developed in the 1940s when the music genre of the same name became popular throughout Latin America. The word mambo comes from the name of the god of war. In immemorial times, the Cubans dedicated a ritual dance to him, with the aim of deserving location and ensuring patronage. The mambo dance has much in common with rumba and cha-cha. At first, the famous cha-cha-cha was even called syncopated mambo, but it has a great temperament, freedom in expressing feelings and emotions, luxurious music. Incendiary rhythms of mambo are widely used in cinema. This dance is both a means of seduction and a way to express your feelings. Among the most famous films in which dance is used is the film Mambo with starring Antonio Banderas and Armin Asante and the more modern film Dirty Dancing starring Patrick Swayze. Merengue dance. The merengue is a couple dance that has roots in the Dominican Republic. There are many theories of how precisely it became the dance that it is today. It is certain, however, that dictator Rafael Trujillo deemed it the Dominican official dance and musical style after his rise to power in the 1930s. A similar style is enjoyed in neighboring Haiti. The merengue is one of the recognized Latin dance that has evolved over the years and widely enjoyed in many parts of the world. Quebradita dance. Quebradita, a dynamic and energetic dance originating from the northern regions of Mexico, particularly in states like Sinaloa and Durango, is a captivating fusion of traditional Mexican rhythms with modern influences, such as banda music and Latin pop. Characterized by its fast-paced footwork, dramatic spins, and intricate partner lifts, Quebradita embodies a sense of exhilaration and fervor that electrifies both dancers and spectators alike. The dance's name, which translates to Little Break, aptly captures its energetic nature, as performers execute swift movements punctuated by moments of dramatic pause and intricate choreography. Often accompanied by vibrant costumes adorned with sequins and bold colors, Quebradita not only showcases technical prowess but also serves as a celebratory expression of Mexican culture, resilience, and community spirit, resonating with audiences far beyond its regional origins. Pachanga dance. Pachanga, originating in Cuba during the mid-20th century, is a lively and exuberant dance style that emerged from the blending of various Afro-Cuban rhythms with elements of mambo, cha-cha-cha, and other Latin dance forms. Characterized by its infectious upbeat tempo, playful footwork, and spirited hip movements, pachanga exudes a sense of joy and spontaneity that encourages dancers to revel in its rhythmic intricacies. Unlike its more structured counterparts, pachanga emphasizes improvisation, allowing dancers the freedom to express themselves through dynamic shifts in tempo, intricate patterns, and playful interactions with their partners. With its roots deeply embedded in Cuba's vibrant musical landscape, pachanga has evolved over time, transcending borders to captivate international audiences and leaving an indelible mark on the global dance scene as a testament to Latin creativity, passion, and rhythmic innovation. Plena dance. Puerto Rican style of music and dance, used as a means of social and political expression. This traditional dance uses a pandereta, tambourine, has a 4/4 pace and does not follow the clave. Plena was created 100 years ago in the working-class barrios of Ponce. Plena's roots could be traced back into the changes in society brought on by Puerto Rico's move from Spanish into U.S. rule. Plena was born of African American roots and has been changed to a distinctively Puerto Rican dance style from the consequences of Jibaro, indigenous Taino, and European musical traditions, along with the contribution of freed slaves out of English-speaking Caribbean islands who traveled to Puerto Rico. Plena primarily existed within folklore. Nevertheless, in the 1990s Plena has been given new life due to musical bands from Puerto Rico and New York who updated its sound to be fresh and modern. Whether folklore or contemporary audio, it is the pandero's 3 or more handheld drums of distinct sizes/pitches, seguidor, segundo, and requinto, along with also the giro, a gourd percussion tool of native Taino source, which collectively create the unique rhythm of plena. Reggaeton dance. Reggaeton is a musical style that originated in Puerto Rico and Panama in 1970 to 1980. It was born under the influence of such directions as reggae, dance hall, hip-hop, and very quickly became popular in the countries of Latin America and the Caribbean. And how a separate style was highlighted in the 1990s, spreading its popularity to the USA, where immigrants brought it. A characteristic feature of this musical direction is overt and even somewhat aggressive sexuality, a clear reggae rhythm, and a recipe in Spanish. Nando Boom and El General are considered to be the fathers of this musical direction. Salsa dance. Salsa dancing initially developed into a particular style in the 1940s and comes from a tradition of Latin dance styles that dates back to the early 1900s. It is heavily influenced by Afro-Cuban traditions and dance styles such as mambo, guaguancó, and danzón. The brief history of salsa dance is that people moved to new locations and assimilated into new cultures, where salsa evolved into fresh styles. There are several different salsa styles influenced by cultures of the cities they originated. For instance, most famous in North America and United States are New York salsa, also known as dancing on 2, and Los Angeles salsa, known as dancing on 1. Many dance aficionados actually claim that New York-style salsa is the original style of salsa, as the term and the dance were coined in the Big Apple. Other styles include Cuban salsa, cumbia, ruta de casino. Read more on salsa dance types here. Besides New York and Los Angeles in USA, major cities around the world where salsa is most popular are Toronto salsa and Vancouver salsa in Canada, and in United Kingdom, London salsa. There are numerous salsa festivals around the world that attract thousands of salseros every year, as well as Salsa Congress, which is a multi-day dance festival featuring workshops, social dancing, performances, and competitions focusing on salsa dancing. Zouk dance. In the late 20th century, dramatized concert performances with bright costumes and lively ethnic music were popular in Haiti, Martinique, and the Cape Verde Islands. This is how the Zouk dance style emerged, combining the intonation of authentic Haitian music, the calypso style, the sound of black Angolan music. Zouk in French Creole means party or festival. Dancing evenings with live music have won wild popularity not only on the islands. France, Canada, Brazil, and the countries of Asia and Lady United States have not resisted the pressure of the sensual rhythm. Zouk dance is a social dance that is performed on 3 counts and is saturated with beautiful curves of the upper part of the body and deflections, and the steps and turns are complemented by circular rotations, wave-like movements, and turns of the head. This style of dance is much more sensual than others, its turns and falls are spectacular, so the flexibility of the partner is of particular importance. Acrobatics are allowed.